Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday. Happy Friday, friends. I hope that some people hop on during the live, but if not, we'll definitely post the replay for everybody to catch up on. So today, real quick here, I wanted to hop on and just cover a few tips and tricks to really help you guys understand how to really stretch some of those more valuable oils, those more expensive oils that maybe we are a little bit too afraid to use or because we want to make them last. And also just covering how we can stretch our soap. So I wanted to really talk about that because I think a lot of people hop on and they go to add it to their ER, their essential rewards, and maybe they're like, why is that shampoo or that body wash, so expensive? At first, it seems so expensive. But I want to kind of go over the fact that you're not just getting really one bottle in most cases. So think about what an oil is, right? It's a concentrated aromatic essences. And we're going to focus on that word concentrated because just like our oils are very concentrated and we only need a few drops, just about everything Young Living does is concentrated, like all of it, from bath gel to like face wash to like everything. It's also concentrated. So you might see, a 4 fluid ounce bottle of face wash is, $40. Like that's outrageous. It's really not. You can actually get this to last over 6 months. So if you do the math on that, it's probably even cheaper than buying like that over the counter brand that's supposed to be good for you from the department store. It probably ends up being cheaper than that, depending on how you're making it and what you're doing with it. So that is what I wanted to talk about. So first off, let's talk about those valuable oils that we have, right? The first ones that come to mind are usually our flower type oils, like rose or maybe jasmine that you can get this month from me, actually. So these are so precious, and you might see that pricier tag and be a little bit put off or hold off on maybe getting it or maybe ask for it as a gift. Really don't be, because seriously, so like rose is a really good example of that. Jasmine is a good example of that. Like Roman chamomile is a really good example of that. Or helichrysum is another really good example. All of these oils are important to have because they're so good at what they do, but they also last forever. Like this one bottle of rose seriously will last you forever. I got this particular bottle in December. So going on 5 months ago. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I don't know. Can you guys see how full that is? It's like right there still. And I gifted so many rollers of this to other people on our team. I hope that you were lucky enough to get one back in February. But like that's just an example. So the reason we're going to get this to last years is because rose is super powerful. All of our oils are super powerful. And one drop, seriously, of rose is all you need at a time ever. It's probably not one that you are going to put in your diffuser, although you very well could, but even then, one drop, that's it. And I even don't really use the dropper on the rose. When I do my face serum or when I made rollers, I actually used just a pipette and took the dropper off and used that because it's a little more accurate and it's less wasteful than getting it, dripping down the rim and all of that. But even now that I have this open, I'm going to go ahead and and that's all you need. And it's crazy. I wish you could be here because just wiping the rim right now, like I will smell like rose for probably 3 days. And that's okay. So to make this last, the best way to use some of these pricier oils, I mean, obviously what you're making is all going to vary, but the way you're going to make them last is use that pipette or that glass eyedropper to get it out when you're making it. Secondly, you don't need a lot. Don't overdo it. You really don't need that much. So this is like what I use for a face serum. You can get all sorts of cute little bottles. Seriously, 1 drop in here of the rose, and then for this particular one I will do 1 or 2 drops myrrh and 1 or 2 frankincense, and then I will fill the rest with a carrier oil, and that's it. If you're going to do a roller So you want to make a rose roller for a perfume. Same deal, guys. Use that dropper to be more accurate and drop it right in there. So what I suggest, since rose is our part of our team theme this month. If you don't know what I'm talking about, scroll down in the group and you'll see our team theme oils. Rose is a big part of our team theme this month. So my suggestion to you, if you don't want to go all in on a whole bottle of rose, is go in with one or two other people. Again, use that dropper and split it out amongst yourselves and go in, because seriously, even if you're going thirds on a bottle of rose, it's going to last you a really long time, because you only need 1 or 2 drops. So that is a great way. And if anybody wants to, make a rose post and go in on it with people here in the group. That is a fantastic way to get your hands on some rose, be part of the team theme this month, and make your oils last. You can do the same thing with other oils. Jasmine is another great one for that, which I'm actually giving away this month. So you can find the promo in the group for Jasmine. And that's going to be the same deal. It will be a roller made just for you. So these rollers come in all different sizes. This is a little tiny one. You can get big ones. You just put however many drops you want, fill the rest in a carrier oil, and you can roll and go. That is the best cost-effective way to make any of your oils last and make your own blends. And you can also reuse those empty bottles. So this one here, I have Dragon Time. Diluted in here. It was probably half and half. And then you use your roller fitment that came in your kit. You can also buy another pack of these. You get like 10 of them in the pack, and you just pop it on and you have a homemade roller. So I love these rollers. They're my favorite because they're the stainless steel and they do not ever leak. And I just think that they work so much better and they don't degrade over time. So that is how you get your pricier oils to last. Don't be afraid. They're going to last you forever. And like I said, go in on it. Find some friends that are going to go in on it if you want to do that, because I think that's a really good idea too. And then somebody can put it on their essential rewards and get even more back. Okay, so down to our soaps. I want to talk soaps here. So if you are on and you are thinking to yourself, you know what? That is a pretty pricey bottle of like face wash, right? No, wrong. You're not just getting one bottle. Excuse you. No, close it. Thank you. We have a monkey climbing in the freezer. You're not getting just one bottle of face wash or really one bottle of bath gel. If you want to use it like this, you absolutely can. There's nothing stopping you from using it how it comes. But if you want to be a little bit more frugal and you want to get the most bang for your buck, like I said, everything Young Living does is concentrated. It's amazing. So what I do, so let's first talk like hand soap, right? We all love our Thieves hand soap. So when it comes to you, it is luxurious. It's amazing. I absolutely love it. But when you run out of these, so first of all, the best way to buy these is to get the Essential Rewards Thieves Kit, because I think you get 2 or 3 of these soaps. You get 2 bottles of household cleaner. You get the oil. You get the mouthwash. You get toothpaste. You get tons of Thieves things that are going to last you a long time. And it's the cheapest way to really just ditch so much crap in your house that is toxic and replace it with the Thieves. So next, when you do get it and you want to refill it, what you're going to do is, instead of buying these again, which obviously you can do, my suggestion is to get the big refill. Because when you get the big refill, you only need to fill this a third or a half of the way with the refill, and then top the rest off with distilled or very clean water. So if you have a Berkey or reverse osmosis or whatever you have going on in your house, you don't really want to use just tap water, but do distilled water or very clean water, a third or a half with the big refill, and refill these guys. As you can see, this is an older one, I think. I don't know how long it's been floating around, but we've obviously refilled it a few times. Then you can use, if it gets gunked up with soap, after a while, just use a toothbrush and some water and you can clean it out that way. Okay, so that is how you're going to get your hand soaps to last. And obviously, you can also make it yourself with Dr. Bronner's and Thieves oils or whatever oils you want. So you can also do that, and that is also cost-friendly too. So next, dish soap. right? So we have our Thieves dish soap. We absolutely love it, but you know, you might look at the price tag and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm ready to get on board with that. You can actually get at least 2 bottles from one with this and add more bubbles. So this does not bubble, which is a little bit strange for some people who first get started because they are used to thinking that bubbles mean clean, which is not true. But if you want the bubbles and you need the bubbles, what you're going to do is you're going to grab this, you're going to empty half of it out or a third out even. You could do it in thirds or halves, and then you're going to add a little bit of baking soda, and then you're going to fill the rest with distilled water. So once you have 2 of these bottles, you can keep one in one and do it that way, or just empty it out and keep it in a mason jar with a lid and the other half that you're not using, and then refill it. The baking soda in this is going to give you the bubbles, and it's going to get 2 bottles out of 1. So boom, there you go. And like I said, when you're using it, you only need a little tiny bit. Don't overdo it because then you're just wasting it because you don't need that much. Okay, so same thing with our shower gels. There are so many great options of shower gel that you can get. This is the lavender one. It smells amazing. So first of all, you can use it as is. That's honestly what I do. But my kids just ran out of their foaming wash, so I'm actually going to let them use this. And usually I make theirs with Dr. Bronner's because the foamer is really easy for my 7-year-old to use in the shower. And I do tea tree and lavender and just call it a day. And he does head to toe with the foamer. But we're out of Dr. Bronner's right now, so I'm going to make him his own foamer. And I might use this size, or you can get this size, whatever you want. There's all sorts. Check out Amazon, super easy. So you don't need to fill it a third. You don't need to fill it a half with something like this. You really only need like 2 or 3 tablespoons and you're going to get the bubbles and the cleansing that you need in the foamer. So fill this with water, maybe 2 to 4 teaspoons of the bath wash, and you have a foamer. So this can seriously last you forever. If you're doing a bigger bottle, I might fill it up a little bit more, maybe to about there, and then the rest is water, and then you can use the foamer that way. In the shower when you're using this, I literally washed my 2-year-old with this in the bath this morning, and when I put it on the washcloth, I literally just like dabbed it, like half of a dime. And that washed his complete body. It was super sudsy. He's clean. He smells delicious. And he's actually sleeping right now, which is even more awesome because he never sleeps. So lavender bath and body wash. So you don't need a lot. Don't be like getting in the shower with your loofah and like squeezing it and like doing the whole thing like you're accustomed to doing with traditional stuff. You don't need that much. Super concentrated. Get creative. So next is the Orange Blossom. So this I can probably get to last me 6 or 8 months, which I'm really excited about. So I am actually replacing my Art cleanser with this. So this is just about empty, but once it's empty, I'm going to refill it with this. So I'm going to repurpose my Art bottle. And when I make it, I'm literally going to fill it mostly with water. And again, I'm going to add probably 2 to 4 teaspoons, maybe a little bit more, maybe 4 or 5 teaspoons of the facial wash. And that's going to be it. So seriously, this is 4 ounces. And if I'm only using maybe an ounce at a time, I'm getting 4 complete bottles of foamer at least. Out of here. So that's 4 bottles. This one bottle lasts me at least 2 months. So I'm hoping to get close to 8 months from one bottle of wash. So if you compare that to anything you're using from the department store, it actually ends up being cheaper and it's much healthier and good for your skin. I also then, so just another little tip, after I wash, I always add frankincense to either my Art moisturizer or lately I have been loving the sandalwood moisturizing cream. I'm in love with it. So those are my tips and tricks for you today. You can do that with just about anything and think about everything we have and just realize how much you can actually get out of those bottles and don't let the initial sticker shock, so to speak, scare you because think about how concentrated everything we have is. It is amazing. And if you're on Essential Rewards, so when I got this, it's like $40 some, right? So it's going to last me 6 to 8 months at least. And I got 25% back on it. So that is crazy, crazy good. And again, same thing with the oils. You want to make sure that they're good. Make them last. I'm going to go do some DIYing here real quick since I have all of these goodies to make. And hi, Faith. I hope you catch the replay. I will post it. So I shared a lot of good tips with you on getting all of this stuff to last, and how important it is to realize that everything Young Living has is so super concentrated and is going to last you a long, long time. Plus, you're getting all of those percents back on Essential Rewards. So if you have any questions, post below, or maybe you're looking at getting something, a certain, personal care item, you're not sure how to make it last, let us know. We'll share you all of our tips with you on doing that. I hope you guys have a fabulous Friday. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, all of those favorite oils for mom are 10% off until tomorrow at midnight. So grab the ones that you need. I'm definitely grabbing at least like 3 lavender because we fly through that like crazy. So enjoy the 10% off while it's here with us, and I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Bye, friends.